Welcome to my layover. I'm so excited here in my hotel room to share with you my wealthier bill paying system to help you simplify the bill paying game. Hey beautiful one, it's Lynn Michelle with Oxygen.com. I share lifestyle, mindset, and money tips I picked up globetrotting the world as a flight attendant to help you simplify the money game. So just so you know, I'm not a professional financial advisor. These techniques have worked for me and hopefully they can work for you. So keeping on top of your bills helps you to avoid late payments. It helps you to avoid higher interest rates because sometimes your interest rate is tied to whether or not you make bills on time. It helps you to avoid getting your cell phone disconnected because life got in the way, or your water bill or your light bill. And did you know that if you make a late payment, it can stay on your credit report for up to 7 years? So it's really important to keep on top of our bill paying. So one of the first things you can do is to see if paying your bills or receiving your bills statement digitally or paperless is an option. And many companies are doing that. They may even offer an incentive because it helps them save on postage. So if they do, take advantage of that. So what you want to do is you want to gather up all your logins for these bills. Now, if you don't have a login, most of the time you will be required to create a user account, a user and password account. This way you can access your bills online. Then gather them all up, and I've created a little checklist for you to kind of jog your memory and to see what bills. These can be utility bills, these can be credit card bills, these can be any type of bills that you pay every month. Remember, we're trying to simplify the bill paying game. So once you've elected to go paperless with your utilities, your entertainment, your streaming services, your mobile devices, make it a habit to log on weekly, just in the first couple of weeks, just to make sure that things are not going into your spam folder. And what you may want to do is you may want to create a folder just so that when your bill comes in, you can just put it in there. And that way, if you need to go back and look at it, you can do so. Now, step number 2 is we're going to set up bill paying from your checking account. Now, there's lots of different checking accounts that you can use, but I like to use my checking account and not the actual bill or the creditors or the utility companies. I don't like to set up bill paying on their site because I just prefer to have everything in one area. I like to use my checking account as a dashboard and know that all my automatic payments are coming from that one checking account, as opposed to having bill pay from all different companies. It just makes things a lot simpler. And this is a good strategy to use. Just try to keep everything in one simplified sort of a dashboard, and that can be your checking account. If you don't have a checking account and you're looking around for really great no fee type of checking accounts, you can also consider your local brick and mortar bank, or you may even consider a virtual bank. These virtual banks have no overhead, so to speak. So they're able to pass on the savings to you in terms of sometimes no fees at all, or sometimes they may offer an increase in the interest rate. But check out virtual banks as well. And don't forget your local bank, because they may also have some great information and some great checking accounts just to lure people who may be thinking of going online. Number 3 is you want to dispose of your old records. Now, once you've found your groove and you're getting all those old bills out the way, you want to dispose of them responsibly. There's so much identity theft around, and a great way to dispose of them is by using a shredder. So if you're used to keeping bank statements or other sensitive financial information, you can go ahead and shred them. You only have to keep 7 years worth of financial records. Step number 4 is to get a secure password system. Now, many people, for simplicity, like to use the same password on multiple accounts. Bad idea, because if one account unfortunately gets hacked, all of the other accounts get hacked. But sometimes it's hard to remember all those different passwords, and some sites have those. It has to have an uppercase letter, lowercase, special characters. It can be a hassle, and it kind of defeats the purpose of using a simple system. I recommend using Bitwarden. It's an open source platform or open source software, which means it's free to use and it has some really great features. So go ahead, check that out. It's bitwarden.com. If you have other password systems that you use, feel free to use those as well. But using a password manager is a great way to make sure that your online bill accounts are now secure and safe, and you don't have to walk around thinking about them or using the same password for every site. And finally, step number 5 is to reduce any junk mail offers that you may get. There's tons of offers in the mail for credit cards and loan products. And you can see all these credit card offers and loan products that I get frequently. So I save them just to show you. But you can reduce your chance of getting them by opting out. Now, if you thought it was impossible to avoid credit card and loan solicitations, think again. You can opt out by calling the National Credit Bureau's hotline at 1-888-567-8688. So there you have it, the process I use called the Wealthier Bill Paying System. You can get started today. So I trust this helps you simplify the money game and helps bring you a little bit more zen to your bill paying system. Until next time, take care of yourself first so you can take care of those you love. Gotta go, gotta get ready. My flight leaves in 2 hours. Smooches.